Ready, bro. Firing all cylinders. Reaction time there, speed there. Focus. That's what got him ready. Is focus. Good.
Good. Good. Stay in your rhythm, champ. Stay in your rhythm. Your rhythm, your time, your fight. Let's go.
He's trying hard. Good drive. This effort.
When you examine Shakur Stevenson's preparation for Teofimo Lopez, it's obvious the camp is designed to manage disorder from the very start. The focus isn't on looking flashy once the fight settles down, but on staying composed, organized, and in control while the early storm is at its most dangerous.
How many rounds you do today? 17, right?
Teofimo is at his most threatening early in fights, which is why Shakur's conditioning focuses on absorbing pressure from the opening bell. His training emphasizes high-tempo rounds, limited recovery time, and drills that demand instant reset and distance control after being rushed. The objective is simple: make early pressure feel routine rather than chaotic, so competing and winning under stress feels just as controlled as coasting in the later rounds.
Yeah, I was so that's why we'll do that same the word I got you on my time. You got it?
A major focus of camp has also been cleaning up the small defensive lapses that appeared in recent fights. Against Teofimo, even a single clean shot can change everything. That's why every jab and every check hook is now followed by an automatic step out or angle shift. No lingering in the pocket, no admiring the work, and no giving Teofimo the confidence that pressure will earn him openings.
Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. There we go, there we go. Left 15, all the way down.
I feel great. Sprints kind of be getting me right, get my conditioning right. Sometimes in a fight could turn into a sprint. Cause it's like, to start the pace fast as hell and then they can't keep up the pace, but the sprints will kind of get you in shape to where once you break down, sometimes you get a second win, then you get another win, then you get another win after that. So I did the sprints a lot in a Jamel Herring fight. That's why you seen me fight at a fast pace, and then once I slowed down, I picked it back up and I had all the energy in the world to do it. So we locked in.
Shakur's movement isn't about circling endlessly or running laps around the ring. It's built on short, controlled steps that keep Teofimo close enough to commit, but never set enough to land clean. Mentally, the camp is focused on breaking down Teofimo's habits, how he bursts forward, how he loads up on single shots, and how he pauses after throwing. By the middle rounds, those patterns are meant to feel predictable rather than dangerous. The strategy isn't about chasing a knockout or trying to bully Teofimo with strength. It's about forcing misses early, answering back with clean touches, and gradually wearing down his belief as those explosive moments start to disappear. At its core, The camp is designed to make Teofimo spend more energy for fewer results, turning the fight into a slow, frustrating puzzle that steadily tilts in Shakur's control.
Yeah, let's do the rest centered up, I think. Oh, centered up? Okay, yes. So he's looking right in the camera? Yeah, because he's talking.
Yeah, I'll land the punch on him. For sure.
Do you believe your opponent underestimates you?
I think my opponent is underestimating me because he said that I'm a slow one. He thinks that I'm too small.
And this is where the calm logic behind Shakur Stevenson's training collides head-on with all the noise. Once you build a camp around surviving chaos without panic, the debates stop being theoretical. Listening to Sean Porter and the crew joke back and forth, you can hear the real argument hiding underneath it all. Fans say they want savagery, but time and time again, they punish fighters who survive too well.
Shakur is extremely smart. Okay. I can guarantee you this is what Shakur is going to do. Shakur is going to come out middle of the ring, work that jab, work that pawn that he does, all that, the feints. He's going to try to touch him with the jab, but he's going to be waiting on his moments to snap with that right hand, waiting on his moments to counter, waiting on his moments. And when they're not there, he's just going to slide off, go for that little walk.
Porter's focus on pauses, distance, and resetting the action isn't about being dull. It's the method that slowly suffocates Teofimo Lopez, a fighter who relies on bursts of momentum and broken rhythms to stay threatening.
Right off, restart. Shakur is the kind of fighter that does not mind restarting. That was our thing, was once we start, we want to do the best we can to get away from another restart, because the restart allows you to reset, allows you that space, and stuff like.
When people say Shakur needs to show more dog, it almost sounds funny, because dogs take punishment, and Shakur's entire style is built around denying opponents clean contact. Fans criticize movement and defense, yet overlook the fact that Teofimo himself has had fights that stalled or dragged when things didn't go his way. That's just the reality of boxing. Still, the wild card element is real. Teofimo has the kind of explosiveness that can swing everything in a single instant, no matter how controlled the fight seems.
The thing that I like about Shakur, though, is, we already know the statistical numbers in terms of how much he gets hit per round and even per fight, which is
low.
But the other side of that is offensively, he's very accurate.
Shakur's approach is about erasing possibilities one round at a time. The louder fans demand he change, the deeper he leans into who he really is. He isn't hunting applause, he's managing time. And if Teofimo can't drag him into exchanges, that restless aggression becomes punches thrown at empty space, with a price paid every time.
We don't like that he might throw 30, 40 punches around. He's usually on point when he throws. He don't miss. He finds his moments and then he turns it on. The difference is when he turns it on is he's delivered that power to a point where we actually sit back and all right, round after round, like, all right, he's losing these.
This isn't really a debate about talent versus entertainment. It's about whether calm control gets criticized simply because it isn't loud. That's what makes this matchup risky on both sides. Disorder only works if it's allowed, and Shakur's entire style is built on denying that invitation. If structure wins, people will dismiss it as dull, even while watching craftsmanship mature in real time. And if disorder breaks through, everyone will act stunned, despite spending weeks asking for exactly that outcome.
Listen, man, we're talking about a situation. We're talking about a situation where a fighter could be smart enough to just be right on point. What I mean by that is we could be in a situation where both these guys kind of coasting.
No matter what, someone's reality gets revealed. And that's what keeps me glued to the fight. Staying alert, setting aside bias, waiting for discipline to face real pressure. Not online chatter, not nostalgia, but the truth unfolding round by round.
Moments to steal moments in every round and steal rounds. And actually win on the scorecard simply because he did just a little bit more. Simply because he was just a little bit more active.
Right after Porter broke down restarts and patience like a seasoned veteran, Bernie Face slid in with a new perspective. Calm but cutting. His point was clear. Most people are missing the fight's real story. Shakur isn't just elusive. He operates in that tricky zone where opponents feel bold but risk looking foolish. It's not flashy, it's the Mayweather effect. Quiet, relentless frustration building round after round.
Shakur has the ability to diffuse you, you know. So I think he has the Mayweather effect where he can diffuse you. It's just on if he's going to take the more risk, you know, to stamp his victory. You know what I mean? You know, he's gonna let his hands go in the times that he could using his speed. You know, so that's just what I think it is with that. I think he know how to nullify what you're doing.
When Bernie highlights that Teofimo hasn't been at his peak recently, it comes across less as criticism and more as a caution. Against someone like Shakur Stevenson, who converts patience into dominance, you can't afford to show up unprepared. Bernie explains that Teofimo can get hit, lose sharpness, and have his timing disrupted. Factors that matter immensely when facing a fighter who doesn't rush to impress, but methodically shapes the fight. He framed it perfectly. This is Shakur's opportunity to define himself, not Teofimo's, a subtle kind of pressure.
Sometimes he leads in some fights, you know, he's not as capitalized as much as you think he could, you know. So I think that's going to be it. You know, if you make him miss, make him pay 2 or 3, you know, not just one counter punch, you know. So I think that's the thing will be about it. And I'm sure that he will, you know, I'm sure that he will. Of course, he's going to be a little cautious at first, but Teo ain't knocking nobody out. I'm just, you know, so the kid, like, he in a good position, you know, and if he is able to win against Teofimo Lopez, he will be a lineal champion in 2 weights. And okay, Teo, he's done that. So if he beats Teo, he equals that accomplishment, and he beats him. So I would definitely say he's the best boxer. He's the best.